Hello, loves. Okay, just wanted to get on here real quick, do some makeup, and talk about Customer Appreciation Day 2025. It's tomorrow. So Seint sprung this on us that we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this year. So typically, hello friend. So typically every July, Seint does a massive customer appreciation party. There's something online, all sorts of new products. But with the massive summer sale, they're going to keep it simple this year. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, July 10th, something or other. It's Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow, starting at 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're like me and you're in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, that's 2 a.m. For the duration of the day, they are doing a tiered gift with purchase. So at the $75 USD price point, you are going to receive the free limited edition pink sheer, it's named Jelly, lip and cheek. It's a vibrant, perfect, beautiful summer lip and cheek. None of us have been able to get our hands on it. It's for everybody starting tomorrow and only tomorrow. At $125, you will receive a free monogrammed Seint bag, and it's real pretty. I will have graphics of both of these on all of my social medias. So if you're catching this over on YouTube, the links to my social media accounts are in the description box below. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, I will be sure to post it everywhere so that you can see if these little gifts with purchase are up your alley. And remember, through the month of July, the 50% off sales tier is available. So if you have not picked up your sales items yet, tomorrow, hello love, tomorrow is the day to do it so that you can get your free gift with purchase. And that is going to be a 1 day little ditty only. And it will start again at midnight Mountain Standard Time. And I will drop the graphics of both of the free gifts with purchase all over the place. Hi. So let's do some makeup. Anybody else just getting around to doing their makeup at, 5 o'clock? That's where we're at today. That feels like the saga of my summer is we're running around all day at camps and sports. And then we have this little short period of time. And then off we go to the next set of fun little things. So I'm just going to do some simple makeup today. I'm going to show you some of the items that are on the sales tab, or at least they were. I was checking them daily to see what was back in stock, but not back in stock, what was still in stock. But that is quite an endeavor because there are like 100 plus products on there. So I'm going to use some of my pink favorites in honor of Jelly, which will be tomorrow only. And I cannot wait to see what it looks like in real life. It reminds me a lot of Lolly from way, way back in the day, but also a little bit of Marrakesh, which I think is what I'm going to use today. So we're just doing a little bit of color corrector. And then let's go into the shape brush and just do some light coverage. So if you are a light coverage girly for the summer, you can get very similar to like a tinted SPF or a very light tinted skin tint with just the shape brush. And then when we get to the areas that we color corrected, we'll do a little bit more of this stippling motion to make sure that we don't move that product underneath. But we always want to color correct first. This makeup is different. If you need a custom color match for it, you just let me know. I'll put one in the description box below. You can always find it all over the place in my videos, on my social media accounts, but I will do a custom color match for you. And if you have not gotten a skin tone match for the summer and you are a whole lot tanner right now, tomorrow's a great day to update your summer makeup colors and get to that $75 to get the free lip and cheek. So we're just gonna do light, easy, blur the skin here. I have gone all the way up. So my normal like winter shade is somewhere between Candlelit and Athens. And right now I'm all the way up to Hazel. So I've also toned up in my bronzer as well. I'm typically Bella, but as I get deeper into the summer months, I like to go up into High Tide just to make sure that it is visible. And I'm mixing High Tide and Glow Illuminator, and we're using that to shape the face. We're gonna skip contour today, and we are just keeping it glowing. I'm into the golden hour look. I just filmed something for you guys. I actually edited it and I was gonna post it today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to tell my ladies about the awesome customer appreciation party that we now know is coming tomorrow. Okay. There we go. So we just sculpted the face the way that we normally would with contour, but your contour is going to be more ashy and it's going to be more of a true sculpt versus kind of just this warm up. But I don't mind just a little warm summer glow. And I don't know about you, but when my skin is tan, everything feels just a little bit better. Let's see if we have our brow wax. I'm gonna use the Archangel brow gel. Oh, there's my brow wax. I took it out of my palette. I was traveling this weekend for the 4th of July, and I used a smaller palette because this is the most simple travel-friendly makeup. Like literally take every product from your makeup bag and throw it into this one little compact right here, and you're ready to go. And I did an even smaller one just to grab the core products because I knew we were going up to the lake. We were gonna do some boating and some jet skiing, and since I knew we were gonna be on the water most of the time, you're not gonna catch me wearing a full face of makeup when I run the risk of being submerged. So I had my tinted SPF, and then before we went out to eat, then I threw on a little bit of my Seint. So after I color corrected, put a little bit of bronzer up in that crease for the eye, I'm gonna go ahead and set it with some Vanilla Dust setting powder, just because those are cream products. They're gonna be tacky, and while they give a beautiful base to the eye, they color correct. So now my eyeshadows are gonna show true to tone. I like to put a little bronzer in the eye so that everything is really, everything matches really well. Like everything feels very cohesive, but I do like to set it with a powder so that I can blend my eyeshadows more simply. I'm gonna reach into my palette of goodies from the sale, and let's do this little ditty right here. This is Paris. We're gonna go pinks. So I'm gonna do a little Paris, a wash of color on the lid, and I'm gonna take it up onto where I had that bronzer, and we're gonna do a soft eye to start. But I did kind of feel like grabbing one of our powder illuminators. Those are on the final sale tab as well, and showing you how stinking pretty they are as an eyeshadow. If you like that wet look and something with a little bit more of a zazz, if you will, grab a powder illuminator. I know some have sold out. This one right here is the pink toned one. It's Photoshop. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's still available, but they are all gorgeous. See how easy that is to just create a little pop of color on the lid, and that light reflects. So if you have a hooded eye, go ahead and put that shimmer, glitter, light reflective one on the lid. Just keep it off the hood, and that way your hood will continue to recede. That's why we put that bronzer there. But then we can put something on the lid that will make the lid pop forward. Okay, I wanna grab, just because they're like complementary colors to each other, this Labyrinth. And it is a deeper shade, but I just wanna put a little bit up onto the hood. Clean off my brush here on my brush cleaning tile. And now I wanna make sure I can see that when my eye is open. Put this in the outer corner. And now we've carved out our eye the same way we do that sculpt on the face. But as somebody with a hooded eye, if I only put it in my crease right here, you won't be able to see it. So I need to make sure when my eyes are open, I get it up onto the base of the hood, Little circle action here in the outer corner. And now we have a simple eye look to go on. I did want to grab, because why not, when you have them all right in front of you in your palette, how easy. I wanted to grab Eve, and these are all shades that are a part of the final sale, and just bring the look together. So we added a little Eve. And some lash leather. You guys, I still haven't found my lash growth serum. I don't want to open a new one, but I might have to. It's been like almost a week. I'm like, what did I do with it? It's probably in this hot mess here, but you guys look how long my lashes are. And they were like completely falling out. Even the shedding process, so our eyelashes shed like every 4 months, has been so minimal. Sometimes I can't even tell unless I look really closely to see. So if you need the lash growth, it's a lash growth tubing mascara and serum in one. It makes it so simple. And the lash growth serum that I was using before that changed my eye, hi love, that changed my eye color because it had those prostaglandins that you're supposed to avoid, that I didn't know about. That was $100 a tube for a 3-month treatment. The lash growth serum that is also a tubing mascara that I typically use as my first layer is $55, I think. And I have it on a discount for you. So there's one coat of the lash leather. We're just going to keep it simple. Now, I wanted to grab, this is what I was looking for before. There we go. Little lip whip. But I did want to grab some Marrakesh. I have a feeling that the jelly will be similar, but more sheer, or so it says. And this one is a semi-gloss. That one's gonna be a gloss. And again, hello, if you guys are just jumping on, we're talking about Customer Appreciation Day, which is going to be Wednesday, tomorrow. And free gift with purchase at $75. And then it's the Jelly Lip and Cheek limited edition. This is not it. This is what I assume it's gonna be similar to, but it looked a little bit less like, it kind of looked like, again, just like a combo of this. It was really pretty, but again, I will get those pictures up for you guys. But I just wanted to show you, because sometimes people get nervous with the bright colors. Do not, because these, as you guys know, are so easy to blend and can really be sheared out and just provide a nice, beautiful summer flush. And as we age, we start to lose that pigmentation in our skin. So one of the things that like professional makeup artists always talk about is don't be afraid of color on the cheeks as we age. It's quite the contrary. Our skin starts to gray a little bit. So instead of sticking to just neutrals and nudes all the time, yes girl, can't wait to grab it. But instead of sticking to neutrals all the time, get yourself something that has a little pop of color in it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my brightener last, which is something that I've been enjoying doing because I feel like I have a really small cheek area and sometimes this gets too close up here. So I like to go in with my brightener, especially after I do my eyeshadow. It helps clean up that edge. I go inner and outer corner, tap, tap, and then I just use what's on the brush to bring it together, because that's where I have the most texture. But then I'm sure to tap onto that blush line just to kind of diffuse it. Do you see a little bit of the difference here? It's subtle, but it makes me feel a little bit cleaner on this side. It makes the line feel a little bit sharper. And when we add brightness in areas, that actually helps with the sculpt to give it that lifted look. Do a little bit here. Where's my beauty blender? Oh boy. Hi. I still need to show. So one of my lovely ladies was telling me that, are you guys familiar with the Clinique, what is it, Black Honey? That Love Spell was really similar. And I need to pull, I have both. So I need to pull that out and do a little comparison for you guys so you can get Love Spell before it's gone. Be ready for the fall with your pretty little lip and cheek. It does look really similar. There we go. Hello. Okay. I do have a little bit of setting powder on here already. Gonna go light because we were light-handed today. Don't mind that I look like a hot mess. Sometimes that's just how it is when you're hustling all around. My kids are like too old to want to do like all-day day camp, so we're always on the hunt for like what sporting camps or adventure camps or different things they could do. And now the kids in the neighborhood are starting to be home during the day, so now they like don't want to do any of that. Oh, this is Love Spell, by the way. If I had Black Honey right next to me, I would pull it out, but I think it's going to be a very good comparison to Clinique's Black Honey, which is just a cult favorite. So if you have not grabbed your Love Spell, that was actually a shade that was created by an artist, mixing two shades together that became limited edition forever, and then it became permanent, and now it's going away, and it's a good one. It is a good one. Let's grab the multitasker and do a little bit of a lip liner. I think I'm just going to use High Tide. It's going to be a little warmer than I would like, but you ready for fall? I'm not ready for fall. I wouldn't mind it not being 100 degrees, but we are just getting to the end of like spring evening sports season. So I'm ready for like an actual summer break. We have 1 week left this week of softball and baseball. And then I think we have a week to a 2 week break before fall sports start. And I can't wait. We've been running like crazy people. Okay, so that's High Tide bronzer, just to carve out that lip. And then I'm gonna go into Marrakesh, which is what we have on the cheeks. And do a little bit. And it's gonna be a little muted with that High Tide. So it's not gonna look quite as pink. If you want more pink, don't put a liner on. But I think it's gorgeous. And then we're gonna grab a little bit of Carousel, which is a little bit of this iridescent. It is sheer. And let's pop a little in the middle. Yes. You come home to your dogs and husband and watch monsters. That sounds like the dream. We're in a fun stage of life, but it's crazy. It is crazy. So just a little Carousel. You could also do this with like an angel illuminator. But if you put something like that in the middle, it'll give you more of a bit of a pouty look. And there we have it, my friends. We're gonna be heading out of here soon. Let's do a little Fixate setting spray. This is just gonna be a light mist of setting spray. This one really is more for like melting that powder that I put on. It does not have polymers for like a long lasting effect. You wanna go with more, I can make a recommendation if you need one, but this does a nice job of keeping the powder minimized and everything will glow once this sets down. We'll be looking fresh as a daisy. So that is it, you guys. If you want to see the graphics for the customer appreciation party, be sure to head over to any of my social media accounts. I will get them up very soon, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew we could do some quick makeup because we are out of here for the evening. I hope you guys are having a great week so far and had a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you again soon.